Make it easy for yourself to win. Life's cheat code. And first off, I'm JU. Over here on this channel, we like to talk about making progress and just things we can do better as men. And one of those things is making it easy for ourselves to win. It's 4:20 a.m., October 17th, Thursday. And let's get into the video. Now, how can we make it easy for ourselves to win as men? And just as people in general. I think this is a video that women can also get value from. I feel like we, as people, we always think of, okay, what can we do to get better? Which is good. But we need to also think of what can we stop doing to get better? Now, what do I mean by that? When you look at most of the people that you admire or you look up to, they usually have as little bad habits as possible. You know, at least the type of people that I look towards. You know, you're not supposed to idolize anybody. I'm not talking about idolizing anybody, but you know, we all have inspirations. We have admirations for certain people based on their work ethic or certain things they've done. You know, what do a lot of these people have in common? Like I said, they usually indulge in as little bad habits as possible. Whether you look at NBA players, actors, certain influencers, usually the people who are at the top percentage, they have very, very strong work ethics. And usually those people are not indulging in the smoking, the drinking, the distractions of life and the partying, all these different type of things that really don't bring value towards your path and your mission. These are the people we call winners. We call them winners because they usually are winning. They usually are seeming like they're lucky, and they usually seem like they get their way in life, right? And it's simply because they figured out the cheat code to life, man. The biggest cheat code you can do is literally, like I said in the beginning, making it easy for yourself to win. Because a lot of us, like myself, I spent a lot of my time in my life. Yeah, I had a lot of wins. But I also had some L's. And I'll say, a lot of those wins, I made it hard for myself to win. I'm not gonna lie. I spent a lot of time smoking weed. I spent a lot of time indulging in promiscuity when it comes to like wanting to be with a lot of different women. I spent a lot of time hanging out with people I shouldn't have been hanging out with instead of hanging out with the people I should have been hanging out with. And I can go on and on about myself. And I know you could go on and on about yourself, about the things you've done, the ways you've been your own obstacle throughout life. And that's exactly what we need to stop doing. We have to stop being our own obstacle. Now, if this is the cheat code, if this is the way to win in life, why isn't everybody doing it? Because it's easier to make your life harder. But one thing I will say, whether you're a winner or you're a loser, whether you're rich or you're poor, everybody is self-made. Everybody is self-made. The only difference between the rich person and the poor person is the rich person has no problem admitting that they were self-made. The poor person, they like to not take accountability for their position in life, and they like to blame other people, other things. Like they blame everything outside themselves, basically. And when it comes to a person that has made it in life, someone who has achieved a lot, usually they understand that, yeah, I may have had certain influences, I may have had certain mentors, certain teachers, but at the end of the day, it was themselves making the correct choices, because we all have the possibility to make the wrong choice every single day. We got different choices, different options. We are choosing our path based on our decisions, based on our actions. So saying all this, I'd like you to just take a second and just imagine your life if your refrigerator is set up for success when it comes to your health. I mean, just full of foods that's gonna help you, help your brain, help your productivity, keep you healthy. It's not a bunch of processed stuff. It's not a bunch of stuff that's gonna like slow you down and make you lethargic and things like that. Now imagine if your schedule was also set up for success. You had it set up in a way where you were getting the hard work done and you were doing a bunch of good habits. You didn't really have much time for distractions and you were just able to put in work. Everything was clear and concise. You always knew what you needed to be doing and you were doing it. Now imagine also if your relationships were set up for success, whether it's your girlfriend, whether it's with your family, your friends, you had the way your relationships were set up is where like the communication is clear. Everybody has at least a understanding and respect for each other. People look to you to kind of like guide them, and you also have people that you can look to guide you. Now, if you had all of that in place, it would be kind of easy for you to win in life, don't you think? The problem is most people's life is set up the opposite way. Their schedule is hectic. When it comes to what they put in their body and what they consume, it's basically a bunch of BS. You know, the food all processed. It's a bunch of alcohol consumption, a bunch of smoking and stuff like that. And when it comes to their relationships, they got a lot of toxic people around them. They got people that don't want to see them win. They got people that are making it hard for themselves as well. So basically what I want you to take away from this video is that you literally have the power today to decide, okay, am I going to continue to make things harder for myself or am I going to make things easier for myself? Am I going to decide to go through certain processes that I know, yeah, it's going to be hard to make these changes once you kind of set in your ways, but you have to understand you're not going to be able to win with the same information that made you lose. So if you've been going off certain information your whole life and living a certain way your whole life, it's like how they say Einstein said that doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is like the definition of insanity, right? So if you only have the same information and you think you're going to use that information to improve your life, it's probably not going to happen. You got to get new information. You need new wisdom. And once you get new information, you have to apply it. And that's the biggest thing, is that we're taking action and making sure that we're just making it easy for ourselves to win, man. Make it easy for yourself to win. That's the cheat code. That's the cheat code of life. If you like this video, man, drop a like, comment, share. Go ahead, check out the other stuff on my channel, man. Also, check out my main channel. The link is in the description. Also, if you have any stories of like how you made your life difficult at times or how you yourself make it easy for you to win, drop that down in the comments, man. As always, I'm out.